Oh! Wait, am I out of revives? Oh no. Use grass knot. Wow, that did so much. Mirror coat. Oh, ow. Yikes. Okay, well. Well, looks like we got a little bit more training to do, guys. Don't worry though. Next time you see me, we'll be right back there. My Pokemon will be so much stronger and it'll go great. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Spectre here. As of recently, I've been gone for like a month, right? Also in the background, I'm just gonna be playing some Minecraft on a world I've been playing on. It's nothing important, just hear fire though. Why do I hear fire? Oh, I hear lava. Why is there lava? Also, there's a campfire on top of my house. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I'm just gonna be playing on this world while I just talk, because, you know, as you saw, I didn't do very well in the Pokemon battle against Cynthia, so I need to go train. But I didn't want to train now. I wanted to record a video. So yeah, I'm just gonna be running around and talking. So, anyways, I have been gone for like a month now at this point. I like recorded a bunch of videos and just like scheduled them, and so that's how I was able to keep my uploads like consistent. But like, yeah, I've been gone. So for the like, it was like 3 weeks about, which is like about a month, you know. But yeah, so for like the first 2 weeks I was on like a family vacation reunion thing. Went and visited a bunch of family. I mean, that was pretty fun. We went camping in the mountains. That was pretty cool. Nobody died. I think it would have been pretty entertaining, but nobody died. Yeah. So yeah, I met a lot of cousins that I hadn't seen since I was like 5. They were pretty cool. They were very annoying though, very much. They liked to bother me, which I did not like. There was no cell service in the mountains, so I mean, I guess it was kind of nice. I don't like that roof. I'll fix it later. I guess it was kind of refreshing, in a way, to be like, you know, to not have that, like, I guess, like, pressure, maybe, is the word I'm looking for. Not quite pressure, though. I'm not sure what word I'm trying to think of. I guess it was nice to not have to, like, have people, like, texting me constantly, I guess. I'm not sure. But, yeah, if my commentary seems off, that's why I haven't recorded for like a month. So yeah. So anyways, yeah. So we went camping. I slept in a hammock the whole time, and it got really cold in the mountains. Like, I didn't expect it to. It's like it's in the middle of the summer. Like, I did not expect it to get like freezing at night. So that was a little bit unexpected. But yeah, cousins were annoying, and it only reinforced. Okay, just in case you didn't know, I don't think I've ever said it on the channel before, I have this reoccurring hate of redheads. Like, if you're a redhead, like, no offense to you, it's not your fault, all right? It's not you. But also, I have this reoccurring hate of just gingers. So again, if you're a ginger, no, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking about you. You specifically are the exception, unless you're specifically somebody I know. But gingers, you know, they bother me. They annoy me. Like an entire group of my family though, like an entire cousin family, is all redheads. They're all gingers. And I'm just like, alright, well, maybe they're not that bad. No, they are that bad. Like, they follow me around. They are really dumb. They're just annoying. Alright, that's all I can really say about it. On top of that, good story actually. One morning I got up, right? Got on my hammock, and there's like this pavilion thing. I don't know if that's the right word. I think it is. But there's this pavilion thing. I go where everybody is. I get breakfast. I'm eating. And that's all normal enough. And then I'm going around. I'm eating, and then I get done eating, right? And one of my cousins, I will not mention their name. I'll try not to mention names. I might just make up random names, which will confuse you guys even more. But they decided to like throw. Actually, it was water. They dumped water on me, and I was like, bruh, like why? Why would you do that? That was not kind. So I dumped water back on them. I was like, all right, we're even. It's cool. It's fine. But no, they wanted more war. So they kept pouring water on me. And then this particular cousin got more cousins on it. The gingers is who they got in on it. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. But I'll tell you what, I'm a decently patient person. For the most part. I mean, eventually it does get too much. And they were really pushing my limits. So, there was a river. There was this nice river, or I guess it wasn't a river. You know, when you think of river, you think of like, I don't know, a big roaring river. No, this was like a little creek. It was like maybe a foot deep, but it wasn't like strong enough to carry away a person. So yeah, they kept throwing water on me, and guess what? I picked them up and carried them to the river, tossed them in the river, and then, you know, walked away. So I'm drenched because they kept pouring water on me. They're drenched because they don't have the brains to, you know, just not get picked up and thrown in a river. But is that my fault? No, that's not my fault. That is a them problem. Oh, my shield broke. That's not good. Alright. Anyway, so yeah, that's how that went. Yeah, so it was fun. They walked back to camp and they were all like drenched and stuff, and you know, nobody else really cared. Like my uncles and stuff were just like, oh, it looks like you got wet, ha. And I'm like, yeah, they went for a swim. They shouldn't have messed with me. All right, they shouldn't have been dumping water on me. That's the whole moral of this story. But yeah, it was fun. They were a lot of fun to be around. I wish they didn't. I wish they didn't live so far away, so I could, you know, like do things with them more often. But I mean, I guess it's fine. Like, it makes those interactions like more special, I guess. I don't know. You're a skeleton. I'm gonna do this so you die. But yeah, it was all fun and games. And then like, so that took like 2 weeks. We drove out there. Took a few days to drive all the way out there, and stuff like that. And then took a few days to drive back, right? And I have a lot of siblings, so it was an okay drive, I guess. Like, it wasn't too chaotic. We didn't tear each other apart inside the van, but you know, it worked out. I hear a wither skeleton and I can't see it and it's freaking me out. Yeah, then so that was like 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks of my summer, and then I had like this camp thing to go to afterwards, and that was a lot of fun. Met plenty of people. They were all cool and stuff, and yeah, I did have self-service there, which was a plus. I wasn't on my phone a whole lot. I was bothering people. This is not a good situation to be in. Don't like this. Yeah, so it was all fun and games in the end. You know, I know I'm not the best at telling stories right now, but I'm not the best at multitasking. But something we played a lot of Ninja. If you've never played Ninja before, it's a really fun game. It involves you hitting people. I recommend highly. So yeah. So basically, how did I get in here? Anyways, okay, so, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, we played Ninja a lot. So you stand like this circle, right? You'll say like 1, 2, 3 Ninja, then you'll jump back and stuff, and yeah, then you'll try to hit each other. Depending on how you play, there's like different versions of like where you try to hit each other, but you're trying to like slap another person's like arm. The way we played it was like below elbow. So you'll go in the circle, you'll take turns swiping at each other, and that is all. That's interesting, right? That's all fun and games. So yeah, we played that a lot. One of my friends, I don't know what to call him. Should I preserve his identity? I don't know. Do I care that much? Not really. No, not really. But yeah, we were playing that a lot, and he ended up getting hit a lot. Like he's a close friend of mine. At one point, you know, he kept like dodging all my hits. So you know, I was like, you know what? If I can't hit him, then I'm gonna at least take him out of the game, and because there is a difference between those two things. And so you know, I just started like swinging as hard as I could, not like at him, but like, you know, maybe if I like hit him hard enough, like somewhere else, then you know he's not gonna be able to play. So yeah, I just started pretty much like slapping him. It was fun, you know. I just started hitting him. And yeah, not to grab it, that scared me. But at one point, right, he was okay at dodging, right, this dude. And at one point he dodged this guy's like swing, but then he got like punched. Where a guy, you know, in a place where a guy probably shouldn't be punched, he got punched there, and it just crippled him. All right, he went down, and he was laying there for a good couple minutes. And you know, I thought it was hilarious. He did not, as he, you know, laid there on the ground in pain. But I thought it was pretty funny. The same guy, he's single, right? And I quote, he's all about those babes. I did the air quotes. I know you can't see it, but I just did air quotes with my hands, right? He's all about the babes, right? He wants to get numbers. He wants to have a relationship. Well, he got plenty of numbers. But this one girl came over when we were playing Ninja. I think her name was like Caitlin or something. I don't care about preserving her identity. I don't know this lady. But she came over, she asked for our names. I've never seen this girl in my life. And she was acting like she knew us. And I was like, child, who are you? Why are you here? Why can't I open this? Oh, there you go. And she comes over, she asks for her names, we're talking to her a little bit, and then she's like, oh, it's nice to meet you guys. And then she's walking away, and my friend there, who keeps getting beat up, is like, I'm gonna get her number later. And I'm like, bro, just do it now. Like, she's right in front of you, just do it. And he's like, hey, what's your face? Like, Katie or something. He's like, hey, Katie. And she's like, what? He's like, can I get your number? And she laughs at him. Like, okay, I understand. Like, you can laugh. That's fine. Laughing is okay. But then she started walking. It's like she didn't answer. Like, she's just walking away. And she didn't answer him. I'm like, bruh. Why you gotta be like that? Like, can you at least, like, people, listen, if you're gonna crush somebody's dreams, at least do it with at least some kind of decency. Unless they deserve it. And let me tell you, my friend didn't deserve it. She didn't know him, and if he did deserve it, she wouldn't have known. Because, you know what? She didn't know him. So, like, yeah, I don't know. Again, I thought it was funny. I also felt really bad, but I thought it was funny. A bunch of my friends were getting, like, all these girls' numbers, and I was sitting over here like, I don't want any. I don't want them. I don't. And they were like, yeah. I'm running out of things to say here. If you couldn't tell, I have lost my ability to speak. I'm not a social person, and you know, being around people constantly for like a month has drained me a little bit. So yeah, that's all fun and games, I guess. Something like that. I don't know. At least one thing that has been changed is my sleep schedule. It is finally somewhat back on track. I used to be sleeping at like 3 in the morning and then waking up at like 12, which, you know, that's still 8 hours of well, actually that is 9. That's 9 hours of sleep, which, you know, is good, but it's really not all that healthy for you. Like, you still need to get, like, a good amount of sleep, you know? Oh, almost died. So, yeah. So, at least my sleep schedule has been fixed. That's good. But, yeah. Still don't have anything to say. Let's see. What other stories can I tell you that will go by quickly? What else? Did anything interesting happen? Let's see. I went to this camp with a female friend, like just a friend, guys, relax. But she got a lot of guys' numbers. Like some of my bros got, like, you know, a few, like one got 7 numbers, I think, 7 girl numbers, and then the other got 5. And then, like, this girl, I was this girl, my friend, got, like, every guy she met asked for her number, and I thought that was funny. Okay, that is hilarious, if you ask me. That is just the funniest thing I've ever heard. And the thing is, she gave it to them. Like, she didn't want to, or so she claims. I mean, I don't know if I trust that, but she said she didn't want to give it to them. But then again, she, you know, still gave it to them. And yeah, I think I got one number, and I really wasn't too keen on giving it to them. I'd rather, this probably sounds just horrible, but I'd rather ghost them than say no to their face. Oh yeah, that sounds so bad. But hey, I haven't ghosted them, actually. It's been like several days. It's been like a few days since I've been back, and they actually haven't texted me back. So I mean, that sounds like a them problem. I'm not complaining because I don't care. But yeah, that had cursive binding on it. I'm gonna put it on anyways. So yeah, one of my friends got, so like, he thinks gingers are just amazing. He thinks they're just the best thing ever, and I strongly disagree with him. And again, if you're a ginger watching this, it's not your fault. All right, no offense to you, but yeah, he thinks they're the best thing ever, and he is like obsessed with them, and I say no. And in fact, he has many stories about him getting ghosted by gingers and stuff, and still he's like, oh yes, gingers are they're so hot, they're the best thing ever. I'm like, no, stop, no. Yeah, gingers are just the worst. Except if you're watching this, if you're watching this and you want to hit the subscribe button because you're the best. That would maybe hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, like, refer to a friend. I don't know. That would make you exempt from the ginger hate. You specifically though. What was that? Only make you exempt. Yeah, I can't think of any other stories off the top of my head. So, now that Kirby is over and Pokemon will be over probably like next episode, you want to kill me. Oh, you did not get in the boat. Okay, that's fine. Get in the boat. Get in the boat. Nerd. Okay. Oh well. I don't know what else to play. Like, what should I play? Do you guys have any preferences? Like, of course there's Minecraft. I'll think of something to do. I'm sure I can think of something. But like, is there any games you guys want to see? Like anything in particular? Like, cuz I am open to suggestions. Yeah, so yeah. I was like, running around the ice and slap polar bears with an iron sword, Yeah, I don't have anything to talk about, honestly. I'm not the best at multitasking. Like, talking about something other than I'm doing, I'm not very good at it. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little story time with Spectre, I guess. I'm so bad at talking. Yep. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I will have that Pokemon video out as soon as I get it done. So yeah, see ya.